Elemental wells are a new mechanic that was released during Season of the Chosen and works similarly to Charge with Light mods. For those that are unfamiliar with how they work, picking up an elemental well grants energy to your ability with the lowest current energy. Picking up a well that matches your subclass damage type grants energy to all of your abilities. So the first part of this build is the Arc Strider Way of the Wind, specifically for combat meditation. While critically wounded, melee and grenades recharge drastically faster. This helps a lot when you get into those sticky situations and need an enemy to focus on avoiding a grenade instead of shooting at you. And now we get into the nitty gritty of armor mods. The exotic gauntlets I'm using are the Shinobu's Vow, which has the perk New Tricks. Improves skip grenade and gives an additional skip grenade charge, and skip grenades return energy when damaging enemies. So if it wasn't obvious, I'm running skip grenades. Then the combat style mod I put on there is Elemental Ordnance. Defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass element type. Now, something that I discovered when testing this is that you only get one elemental well per grenade thrown. It doesn't matter if your grenade kills 1 or 100 combatants, the first enemy that dies is going to be the one that drops the well. Then to get some more utility out of the wells is Elemental Charge. Become charged with light by picking up an elemental well, and if the well matches your subclass type, you get 2 charges. Charged Up allows you to hold on to an additional stack of Charge with Light, and taking charge gives a charge of light when you pick up an Orb of Light. Then to utilize these charges of light is Firepower. While Charged with Light, regain a portion of your grenade energy when you use a grenade, consuming 1 stack of Charge with Light. Then to eke out just a little more utility from the grenades is Surge Detonators, which gives the arc grenades the ability to stagger overload champions, and Ashes to Assets, which gives super energy on grenade kills. Ashes to Assets is really nice with this build, especially in Gambit. I can usually get my super in around 1.5 minutes with this build in Gambit matches. Now the way this all works is that you toss a grenade or 2 at an enemy, Shinobu's Vow gives back grenade energy for doing damage with the skip grenades, and if the grenade kills them, they'll drop an elemental well, then picking up that elemental well gives energy to all of your abilities along with 2 stacks of Charge with Light. Now that you're charged with light, throwing another grenade consumes a charge for about half of your grenade energy back. Then the cycle repeats with Shinobu's Vow giving back a portion of grenade energy for doing damage. And this is how you acquire infinite grenades. Really fun to make and even more fun to use. There's nothing quite like winning a Gambit match with over 50 kills just from super and grenades. Now, in order to appease the YouTube algorithm with longer videos but not completely waste your time, here's my favorite recipe for macaroni and cheese. Now you're going to need 1 to 1.5 cups of uncooked elbow macaroni, a 1/4 cup margarine or butter, 1 small onion chopped, ½ teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1/4 cup flour, 1 3/4 cup milk, and 8 ounces of cheese. Now cook the macaroni and set it aside. Then cook and stir the butter, onion, salt, and pepper over medium heat until the onion is slightly tender. Blend in the flour and cook over low heat, stirring constantly until the mixture is smooth and bubbly. Remove from the heat and stir in the milk and then heat again until boiling, stirring constantly. Boil and stir for 1 minute, then remove from the heat and stir in the cheese until melted. Place the macaroni noodles that you made earlier and then put them into your favorite casserole dish. Then stir in the cheese sauce into the macaroni, making sure to get a full coating of cheese sauce over all the noodles. Then cook uncovered in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Now, personally, I like to add a layer of breadcrumbs on top of the macaroni and cheese, along with a couple bacon slices, because it gives it a little bit extra crunch, and the flavor is absolutely amazing.